Hello, welcome back to another Pen Talk. Thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to do a short review of a pen that I recently received from eBay auction. Here's the auction. The reason why I got this pen was a number of viewers recommended that I take a look at it. It resembles a Waterman pen. Here's some examples of that Waterman pen, but the Waterman pen could be over $1,000 easily, and this obviously is not. But part of the aspects of this pen is I consider this Chinese modeled like Gen 1. Kind of has some of those traits and characteristics which the earlier adopters of Chinese pens found to be not acceptable. You know, it looks okay. It comes in different colors. It's a pull-off cap is what you would expect, and it's interesting, kind of nib design here, kind of semi-hooded. This small section here, which is kind of a nice glossy plastic and may or may not feel good, but then you can hold this pen anywhere. You can feel the different textures, you can feel the step up, but you know, most people probably hold it in this black section area, which is not very big. And this nib design, I think, is to try to emulate the interesting nib on the Waterman pen. So this pen's probably been around for a while, maybe 10, maybe 15 years. You know, it's just a cartridge converter. We'll look at that a little bit later. And the converter easily disassembles. It's just all pressure fit pieces. So that's the pen. We'll take a look at inking it up, and then we'll take a look at the nib performance. So what ink to put inside? I haven't used this ink since I did my first review on it. It's a really dark saturated red, so I think it'll work well in this pen. I did my normal 3 times up and down. It's got a pretty good fill in that converter. And it's easy to clean off any of the excess ink on the end. So one of the nice things about it is it does have a cap liner. So in theory, this nib should stay fairly wet and not dry out. And obviously with the semi-hooded. And the feed there could be an ebonite or hard rubber feed. It's kind of hard to tell, but when I took apart my 618, I found that to be true. The parts appear to be metal with you know, an enamel coating over it. So that's you know, makes the pen interesting. There's plastic threads inside there which match up with these metal threads. As you can see, we've already inked this up. So overall, there's nothing unique about the design, nothing unique about the filling system, and as we will write with it, we'll see how that nib performs. So the pen fits okay in the hand unposted, and that's nice because it doesn't post because of this flare out here. The cap doesn't come close, but wow, look at that. They designed it so you can post it. That's something I just found out just right now by giving it a shot. So that's why there's that little insert there which the cap fits into. So I have to up myself on the design elements. That's something I didn't anticipate. Now we've inked up, and now is the time for nib and paper. I mean, this nib has a decent amount of feedback. I would definitely call it an extra fine. It's not a feedback that I like. I've smoothed this nib as much as I'm comfortable trying to smooth it, and it's the nature of the beast, I think. And also because of the way that hooded design is, there's just no flex, no real feedback to the nib. It's really a nail, and it's not what I enjoy writing with. And this whole section and step and barrel and everything is just not ergonomic from my perspective. It's kind of small here where you would normally put your fingers. We'll give you those dimensions. We'll also give you the weight of the pen because it's light. There's nothing that really works one way or the other, so I'd say I'm neutral on the weight of the pen. So now we're going to come to a rating, and I'm going to give it a solid 2. And it's a 2 because it does look nice. The way the cap post is an interesting design. But from a writing instrument, it's lacking in a lot of significant things. The nib is mediocre at best. The section and design that you hold the pen at is also not very ergonomic and not very comfortable. So that's it. Hopefully you've enjoyed this short view. If this is a pen that you had been thinking about, maybe I've influenced that decision one way or the other. So we've now reached the end. May you have many exciting, great, exploratory pen experiences. Until next time, bye.